What's up, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. As you guys read on the title of this video, I just wanted to go over the top stocks that I'm currently trading and pretty much just as a recap of my last video that I uploaded this past Sunday. Today's Tuesday, March 27th. And if you guys watched my previous video that I released on Sunday, I said the top three stocks that I was watching were Tesla, JDST, and UGAZ. And if you guys have been paying attention to the market today, especially UGAZ and JDST have both been great plays, but Tesla is still on a downtrend right now. As you can see here, it's at $287, so I'm avoiding that one. I have not invested any money into that one yet, but let's talk about JDST and UGAZ, which were both, like I said, stocks that I called out in my previous video. So we can see UGAZ right here, and in my previous video, if we could zoom in closely right here, and if you guys are new, UGAZ is an inverse ETF to DGAZ, and these two ETFs, UGAZ and DGAZ, they trade based upon natural gas, which is a commodity, right? And UGAZ, on my previous video when we were watching it, it was right around here, right? It was at 51.50 or something like that, and I was calling this out as a solid support level. And like I said, UGAZ trades upon natural gas, and we saw natural gas peak at $2.80, and we saw it fall down all the way to $2.57. And historically, natural gas performs well in the month of March and April, and usually, better in the months after the winter time, right? So natural gas saw a huge spike up this past day or two, right? And now it's at $2.71. And like I said, we called it at that particular support level at $50 or $51 on this previous video. And since then, it bounced up and it's actively trending above this EMA line that we see right here. And I made a position in UGAZ earlier this morning, right? Actually, not this morning, sorry. Yesterday, I took a position into UGAZ as it broke above this EMA line on the 180-day 4-hour chart. I took a position. I saw natural gas was actively starting to trend up. It bounced off that support level at about $2.58, roughly, natural gas, the commodity itself. And UGAZ itself, like I said, whenever natural gas goes up in price, UGAZ goes up in price as well. Once natural gas bounced, UGAZ bounced as well. And now it's actively trending up above the EMA line, and I have a position at $53.75 with this particular ETF. And I actually plan on adding more to my position as it continues to actively trend up above the EMA line, because that's what we look for, when we want to invest in a particular stock and ETF. And I always recommend people not to put in a lump sum of money up front. I like putting in, maybe 20% of my gold position in a particular stock or ETF at once. See how it performs. If it'll continue to trend up, obviously add more money into it. Or if it does drop in price and you still believe in it longer term as a swing trade, long-term hold, you can also add money into it in that particular situation as well. But with this one, guys, like I said, as it continues to go up in price, I'm just going to be adding a little bit more money as it continues to, go up in price. But now we see UGAZ on this 180-day chart. It topped off at $64, so that's the current resistance level that we're looking at, right? And I think it has potential to go up to that same particular price point and even higher, guys. So that's why I'm watching UGAZ very closely right now. We're up about 4.69% today, and that's a very good overall day for UGAZ. So this is why UGAZ is the #1 ETF that I'm actually trading right now. So the second ETF is JDST, and this is another one that I called out in my video this past Sunday. And we were looking at this one in particular because it was completely oversold. The RSI was way under 30, right? And the RSI level is the relative strength index, is from 30 to 70. And whenever this particular trend line goes above 70, that means it's completely overbought, right? A lot of people are buying this particular stock or ETF. And when it's under 30 or below, that means it's completely oversold. A lot of people are mostly selling the ETF, correct? So we can't see, I know you can't see my face right now, but right now the RSI is at 44 for this particular ETF, and we can see, like we called that on Sunday's video, that it bounced above this particular support that it was at $50. That's exactly what we were looking at for JDST. We were looking for it to hold above $50 and see if it can reverse at that particular point. So we can see that there's a clear resistance at $60, and that's where I believe JDST has potential to get to from this particular price point that it's at right now. But before I talk about that and before I talk about my plan with JDST, now that it's bounced above this particular support level at $50, we're going to look at it right now and today and the movement of gold futures compared to how JDST is performing today. So we can see gold futures, like I mentioned in Sunday's video, we can see that there was a little bit of a lower low action going with these gold futures. We can see that there were slightly on a downtrend from these lower lows that they were able to create. I can show you right here. Look, 1365, 1363, 1340, 1340 again. It topped off at. Then it topped out off at 1328 right here, and then 1308 it got down to, and then we saw a shoot up all the way to 1363, which I believe was after the market closed yesterday on Monday, March 26th, right? And what I was looking for closely with these gold futures, because like I said before, JDST, this particular ETF that we're talking about, trades based upon these gold futures. And whenever gold futures prices go down, JDST goes up in price. So we can see I was paying very closely attention to this price of gold futures yesterday after market hours. This is very key because the futures markets don't close at 4. I believe they close at 6 or 6:30. Don't quote me on that because that could be wrong. But we see that it topped off at 1362, which is very close to these resistance levels of 1365, 1363.5, right, and 1361. That's a common resistance level that we see with gold futures. It's very easy to see with the eyes right here, guys, right? You can see that. I was watching it very closely at this particular price point to see if it was going to break above this resistance level or if it was going to top off and start to form a downtrend. And I knew that if it topped off and started to form a downtrend, that JDST was going to be a great play today, and I was right with my prediction that JDST was going to be a great play today because that's exactly what ended up happening. So we saw that it bounced off at 1362 right up here at this resistance level, and it fell all the way down to about 1347, I believe, 1345, and that opened up a great, margin of profit for JDST. If we can look back at the ETF that trades upon these gold futures, and we see this performance today. It's up $1.53 today, 3%. That's pretty solid as a day trade, and it's not as good as you guys, but 3% is still 3%. And if your daily goal for the week is 10% or whatever it is, this is a stepping stone for you to be able to get to your weekly goal of, let's say, 10%, if that's what it is. And if we can look closer at this chart, in my personal opinion, JDST has potential to go up to $60, and we can see that clearly based upon these particular resistances. But the most common resistance that we see with JDST is at $60 right here. We can see that it's topped off there multiple times. Once here, we saw here it broke above up to $63, but then it topped here at around $59, $60, here at about $60, and now it fell all the way down to $50, which is a solid support. And this is where we called it out on Sunday's video, and it broke above, the EMA. The EMA is still flatlined right here. It's not pointing up yet, so the full reversal, in my personal opinion, is not there yet. So I bought in here, guys, at about $52.80 at market open due to this drop in GC, the gold futures from 1360 to about 1350. I saw that it was actively trending down pre-market hours and post-market hours yesterday, so I bought in here, and I'm treating JDST more as a swing trader right now. I did cover some profits. I sold some of my shares, but I still have some shares that I'm holding, and because I do see GC gold futures falling down even more tomorrow. So that's why I see a ton of value with JDST, but I'm still going to be keeping a close eye on these gold futures because right now it's at $1,349, and it's hard. It's holding above this $1,345, $1,350 price point right now. So we want to see if it's going to hold above this particular price point right here. This is very key, guys. If it does bounce above here, and let's say it starts to trend up again, I might cover profits on JDST, or I might just sell all of my shares on JDST tomorrow. But if it does break below this particular pattern that it's on right here, right, you see it topped off at 1360, dropped down to here, and that's where we made our money on JDST. If it continues to fall down, I'm going to keep holding these shares of JDST that I have, but tomorrow morning is going to be the deciding factor of how I'm going to be handling my shares of JDST. And like I said, guys, if this continues to trend down, if it falls below this EMA line and the EMA line starts to point down, I'm going to hold JDST because it's going to be a great opportunity for a weak swing trade in my personal opinion. So I hope you guys enjoy this particular video on me covering UGAZ and JDST. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're new to my particular channel. Hope you guys enjoyed all the content. Follow me on Instagram at Stas_surfs_entrepreneurship. The link should be down below in the description. I post all my profits there, so if you guys want to see the profits I made on JDST and UGAZ, go check out my Instagram because I posted a screenshot onto my story. Like I said, link down below in the description. Let's make some money today, guys. Peace!